hair, makeup. Oh, yeah, no, God, no makeup person. I'm flying solo. I think I'm live. It says I'm live. There's live chat on the side. It's Todd Pickering for Walk of Fame Wednesdays. Trying my second live feed. I actually prepared material today. Just wanted to thank everybody for following me. I've got like 270 followers approximately. Thought I would introduce myself live, talk about the future, the past mostly. I'm just gonna kind of promote the channel and tell you a little bit about me as I go along. I'm broadcasting from my beautiful downtown Los Angeles apartment. I no longer live near the Walk of Fame, so that's why I haven't been shooting. Yeah, hi Todd, hi Helena. I'm doing great. Thanks for popping in. I do see one fan, Helena Mountford. Very proper, very English. Yes, I've done English stars. Oh my God, I've done so many stars already, and there are 2,500 approximately. They will be hitting the 3,000 mark in 5 years or so. I'm not sure exactly, but so I mean, there's plenty to do. So I'll tell you a little bit about myself. I wear many hats on the Walk of Fame. So the reason I started the Walk of Fame was I was obsessed with the 1920s silent film stars. Well, or really anybody that I didn't notice. A lot of the names seem to be silent film stars. And I've done quite a few of them. The reason, I want to know who they are and what their stories are. It really excites me. I love history and I love film. So I'm just going to give you two of the people that I found out about. You know, you pass a star named John Bunny, for example, and you think, well, you know, that could be from any era, or he could be a producer or a director, even though most tend to be actors. I think the #1 star. And it turns out John Bunny was a huge, huge film star before 1915. His tag was, yes, you heard me, 1915. His tag was, no, that was not his. The man who makes more than the president. That's how big of a film star he was. So yeah, not only were they silent films, yeah, so see, Helen is a silent film star, but these are my least watched videos, Helen. What do I do? And I've done most of the saucy ones. But John Bunny was a vaudeville star who, I also did Flora Finch. Flora Finch was, her tag was, they always had tags back then. I think I should have a tag. I'm clearly an actor here in Hollywood. Her tag was, Flora Finch in all of her scrawny, skinny majesty. I mean, there you go. She was a scrawny and skinny gal. She was paired up with John Bunny, and their comedy, they made over 100 comedy shorts, because before 1915, they were shorts. Now, he died, and everybody hated working with him. He was an old man, if you look at him. Again, I'm rambling on, so just watch it. But then there's, of course, the glamorous stars that, you know, a lot... First time women were really out on their own in Hollywood, even back in the 20s, was lots of drugs, lots of sex, lots of booze. So Barbara Lamar, she was the woman, what was her tag? The girl who was too beautiful. I mean, that even sounds like a warning. One of her quotes was, I take my men like roses by the dozens. It's pretty saucy back then. I don't want to say any more about that, but watch it. Yeah, she even danced with the famous, oh, see, I got to stop doing that. You'll have to watch it. Changing hats, talking a little bit more about me. That's why I started the Walk of Fame. This is the closest I got to a 70s. It's leather, you know. So the 70s was when I was brought up on television. So I did Norman Lear, for example. Now, these shows were a little bit ahead of, first off, they were ahead of the time, and they were a little bit too adult for me, but looking back on them, amazing. So Norman Lear did All in the Family, spinoff of Jeffersons. Maude was a spinoff of All in the Family also. He did Good Times, and he did One Day at a Time. Huge hits, all of them. One Day at a Time was just redone with Rita Moreno on Netflix with a Latino family. So check him out. Quinn Martin Productions. I did Quinn Martin. He produced, amongst other shows, but when I was in the 70s, his big hits, he had 3 huge hits. I think they were all running concurrently at some point. Cannon, Barnaby Jones, but my favorite, The Streets of San Francisco. And want to bring that up. Why have I waited so long to do this? Because I've lived in San Francisco most of my life. So I filmed the end of The Streets of San Francisco in San Francisco with my BFF, Carolyn Terry. Shout out to her. Boop, boop. She did a guest star. She actually did the Hollywood one when she was visiting me. So watch that one. That one's really cool. Lots of guest stars. So many famous actors were on that show that we still know to this day. But San Francisco, yeah, I moved down here just a few years ago to pursue acting. And I thought I would do this on the side. I do have an agent. I'm out there pursuing things. Check in next week. Maybe you'll see me on TV. We'll see. Hopefully I'll have something coming up soon. But yeah, that's the 70s. If anybody has any questions, I think we have 2 people on. I don't know who the other person is. Helena, or is that me? It's probably me. No, I don't think so. At any rate, I'm going to wrap it up really quick unless anybody has any questions. But Cowboy Stars. There's a lot of fun facts on the Walk of Fame. So the one I will share with you today is Gene Autry is the only person on the Walk of Fame to have all 5 stars. The 5 stars, the original 4 were acting. So that's a film camera, television, because it was formed in the 1960s. So television was in full swing and popular, of course. So TV, radio, which would have been more indicative to people like, Edgar Bergen, or Fibber McGee and Molly. I know those are old sounding ones. I haven't done Bergen. But definitely Fibber McGee and Molly I did. So radio stars now are people like Rush Limbaugh. I don't think he has a star, or Howard. A lot of disc jockeys and a lot of LA disc jockeys. So not many people get radio because the record label would be for recording artists, and that created the Grammys, by the way. And a lot of people don't know that. Another fun fact, let's see. One of my other favorites would be that I would direct you to if you haven't watched the channel yet is Singing in the Rain. Thanks. I like the cowboy hat. You got to have a cowboy hat in Southern California desert, right? Singing in the Rain, somebody asked me to do Carrie Fisher when she died, but she does not have a star. That could be a whole show talking about people that don't have stars. I did do one of those. Oh my gosh, see, I think of these as I go. But Walk of Fame. Carrie Fisher led me to Debbie Fisher. It was last year, 2 years ago, rainy season. So it was really pouring rain and we filmed it. I did Donald O'Connor, then Gene Kelly. Of course, I did Debbie Fisher. And then I reenacted the Gene Kelly dance in the rain in Southern California and got sopping wet. So you should check that one out. Another one of my fan favorites is Cat in the Hat, Dr. Seuss. This is one of my favorite hats that I've ever bought. And I wore it in the Dr. Seuss video, which is fantastic. I have not done John Wayne. I forgot to say in the 70s, Saturday Night Live was my whole, see, I got all excited and I get off of the track. Saturday Night Live made me want to be an actor. I saw the original cast the first season. I was in 6th grade, so that dates me, I don't care. And I did do John Belushi, but I also did Lorne Michaels, and I did imitations of Saturday Night Live cast. Please take a look at that. But here's a fun fact of the Walk of Fame that I want to tell all my fans. One of my all-time favorite people in the world was Gilda Radner. Absolutely loved her. Got this album. It had that, there's dirty words, so that was on there. I was in probably 8th grade, so I was a little older, maybe 9th, and my mom let me buy it even with a warning. And I did Gilda Radner. And I've done lots of singing stars. And as far as I know, for monetizing, if I get thousands and thousands of followers, so please tell all your friends. But if I get thousands of followers and it's monetized, and I use songs from, say, I've done Motley Crue, I've done Henry Mancini, all that money goes to them. Well, on the Gilda Radner one, they silenced the video because Warner Brothers owns Gilda Radner. Of all the people, it's the only video I've had that's been silenced. So I tried to fix it and I ended up muting the whole thing. So I deleted it and I'm going to redo it because she's my favorite and just not use her song. So sad that she died young. I agree. So I am going to be redoing Gilda Radner once the pandemic ends. I've got, of course, a list. But if anybody has any suggestions, please put them in there. I'm going to wrap it up. Helena, excuse me, like Montana, the capital of Montana. Did you, wait, Yeah, Montana. Did you know that, Helena, that your name is the capital of Montana in the United States of America? There you have it. So there's 3 people, but nobody's speaking but Helena. So if anybody has any questions for me, I'm going to wrap up. I am definitely going to start production when this pandemic ends. I'm going to go start working. If anybody has any suggestions, you don't just have to do them on the live feed. You can put them on any of my Walk of Fames. Please watch them all. Have you watched all of them, Helena? I'll put you on the spot. Have you watched every single one? How else would you pronounce Helena? 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 You know. So that's my original Walk of Fames were me holding my phone late at night. And now, exactly, late at night. So they're crazy, and they're crazy low res. And I left them just to show you my progression. I wear a lot of bow ties. They look great on camera, so I wore them. I usually wear purple shoes. It just was an accident, so I filmed them all in my purple shoes. Maybe I'll buy new ones before the pandemic ends because it's time. They're getting really sad. Not that I can't wear them in a ratty sense, but they don't look very presentational any longer. All right, thanks for following me, all of you people that are going to be watching this. Most of you will like and follow me, so yay. All right, anybody have any suggestions, any last comments for me before I say goodbye? I'm at the 11-minute mark, so that's, I was going to go for 10 minutes to see what y'all thought. And I was thinking of doing this on Tuesdays. I'm going to keep doing this on Wednesdays every week. All right, maybe I will have a cocktail session. I do love me some cocktails. You got to do lots of jobs here. I work for Spirit Guides. Oh, and I also write for Mouse Planet. So I will be doing a live feed for Mouse Planet. You can go to Mouse Planet's YouTube page and see me all over that. I do Disneyland. And at 5:30 tonight on our Mouse Planet Facebook, you will see me. We will be doing a Star Wars segment with Todd King, who's our Star Wars dude. George Lucas does not have a star. There's an interesting one. Mark Hamill got one because of Disney, I'm thinking, because studios can promote the stars. It's another discussion. I got to stop talking because I could talk for an hour. And then I would, even Helen would leave me. So thanks, everybody. Thanks for watching. And all right, see you next week, everyone. Mwah! I'll see you in Hollywood. And that was funny because I don't know how to end this. Ta-da!